Scorpio, how you doing? And welcome back. And if you're new here, I love you already. This is going to be a general reading for the week coming up, 26th of April to the 2nd of May. But of course, whenever you stumble upon it, it'll be applicable to you for your week coming up. Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio for the upcoming week? Blessings and advice for Scorpio for the upcoming week. Let's go. Okay, Scorpio, from the bottom of the deck, this is your energy for the week, and it's the King of Coins. And the King of Coins is a state of mind of stability, like you're heading in the right direction. Yeah, that's a good space to be in. It's a strong space to be in. It's like nothing can get you down and nothing can take your focus away this week, because you've got your mind set on your future and your goals. So where are you coming from? So the last couple of weeks, so I've got the Queen of Cups and the Devil together. And yeah, the devil in this pack is quite frightening, isn't it? But it's not a frightening card. The devil is about, so where you're coming from. Let's apply this to where you're coming from. The devil is about leaving indulgence behind, or leaving toxicity behind. And it's supported by the Queen of Cups. So for me, it looks like you may have cut off somebody in your life that was toxic, okay? And when I say somebody, it could be not necessarily a partner, but it might just be a person in your circle of friends. And you're doing it out of love. And what you're doing is making them realize or look at themselves to see their own toxicity. It could also mean you're feeling that your current partner or your current relationship might have an underpinning of toxicity. And this can happen when sometimes you may have a realization that you with this person just for the sex, and perhaps it should just be, a casual thing rather than a long-term relationship. Casual is not a bad thing if it's not bad for you. But if you realize you're wanting something more, and that person is only with you because the sex is good, that's not necessarily a good situation. So I see you as making that realization, okay? Because where you are now, I see you leaving something behind, and this is like leaving an emotional issue behind. So if you've been with somebody and you're realizing now that this might not be the long-term thing that you thought it would become, I see you starting to leave them behind now. I don't see you as having broken up with them, but I see you kind of changing your attitude toward this relationship. And that's backed up by the Seven of Wands, which is like my defending your values card. So I see you starting to see that there's a difference between what's happening and how it's going forward to what you really want out of it. And I mean, this could very well also mean, a job that you're in or any situation that you're in. Like, you've been enjoying it, but there's this base, this level of toxicity that's hanging underneath which is now starting to seem that it's not serving you anymore. It's not serving your future. Okay. And it certainly looks like it's a person, And what's hidden from you now, and may just be in your subconscious. I've got the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is like a new passion burning inside of you that you might not even be aware of. And it may be, because you've got the 5 of Wands, there may be a discussion in your head at the moment about whether what you're doing right now is right or wrong, and does it serve you. But I see a tide changing with the Ace of Wands. Like this discussion is already agreed that what's going on is not right. And you imagining a future without this toxicity has woken something else up in you. So your advice for the week, Scorpio. You've got the 10 of Coins and the 7 of Cups. So the universe is saying is split up your stuff into what's going to serve you and what can be practically attained, and put that in one pile. And in the other pile, put your pipe dreams. So if this is about a relationship, and I'm starting to see more and more that it's about a relationship. If this is about a relationship, I think you need to have a good look at yourself, because the 7 of Cups and the Devil are very similar cards when it comes to a relationship and sex, because the 7 of Cups is very much the fantasy card. So this person could be everything that you fantasized about in bed, okay, Devil, but not aligning with your long-term goals now. Yeah. And I see by the end of the week you're gonna have this realization, and because I've got I see you making a decision to start moving away from it, because we've got the 8 of Cups. You're already moving away from it, but I see by the end of the week there may very well be a decision to leave it behind, because we've got the 3 of Swords, which is typically the heartbreak card. That's what a lot of people say. I call it the in this context the grieving card, which is different, okay? Because heartbreak is only a part of the grieving process. Because there's blame and denial and anger and everything like that. So I see it part of a grieving process, and we grieve even when we leave bad things behind us. Because it's a piece of you that you have to cut off and leave it behind. And for a while it still feels like it's missing in your life, even if it was bad for you. But I do see the 10 of Cups in your outcome, and the 10 of Cups is fulfillment. So the grieving process is not going to be long. It's going to move quickly from anger and heartbreak into realizing you've done the right thing. It's good for your soul. We've got 2 tens now. We've got the 10 of Coins, which is you looking at how does this fit in with my life goals. And now we've got the 10 of Cups, is like, how does this fit in with your emotional goals? And your state of mind this week is all about your future. All about your future, and deciding how your future looks to you, and where do all the elements that you're playing with now fit into your future. Excuse me. I'm going to draw 3 extra cards, just some clarification here. Universe, what else can we tell our Scorpios about this week? Yeah, you got three major arcana. So we got temperance, and for me, temperance is taking your past and using those lessons and making your future powerful. We've got the judgment card, which is release. Okay, and it's such a big fucking release that it's the angels, a choir of angels kind of release for you. And then we've got the emperor card, and the emperor card, as I explained to somebody else, is like that dodge uncle of yours who doesn't agree with your father, but who has such good advice. It's not always the best advice, but he's always got advice that your father wouldn't tell you, you know. Because your father's there to protect you, and your uncle's there to tell you, sometimes the naked truth. So I certainly see protection for you this week from your heart. And I see you leaving stuff behind that's not serving you anymore. Something toxic. Something that you've been enjoying, but it doesn't fit in with your long-term plans. Scorpio, I hope that makes sense to you. And if it does, please drop a like and subscribe and come back. And I will see you again soon.